How's it going, everybody? I figured I'd make this little update video real quick. I originally made a video of these off-brand Milwaukee replacement batteries August 5th of 2017. So I had to go all the way back, find the original video, because I made an update video that said update 10 months in and showed, that everything was still kicking. And if I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's about 2 years and 4 months or 5 months since I made that original video. So almost 2.5 years that I've had these batteries. I think originally I had got one of these smaller ones, and then I had ordered two. It was like a double pack, and then I had got the larger one, and I had got a few of the M12 ones somewhere. Both of those and this one right here. So, like I said in the 10-month update video, I hadn't had any problems. If I can find the right one. This particular battery right here, when you hit the indicator, the two lights at the beginning don't light up, but the last two do. I think when I made my 10-month update, the second one wasn't, but the first one was, or the first one wasn't, but the third one was. So if this thing is down to 2 bars or 1 bar, you won't be able to tell because those two don't light up for whatever reason. On the others that I have, there's been no functional problem with that. And it's just a light. So the LED on the inside probably just burn up or something, or no telling. I'm not concerned with it. I haven't taken it apart to fool with it because I could care less if this battery doesn't light up. When it quits working, I know it quits working. But beyond that, this particular battery has no problem. So the actual function of the battery has not taken any miss because of that light. And like I said, I have the M12. Now all of these are FLAGPOWER. That was the brand that was making them. I had got one off of Amazon, and I got in touch with the company and spoke with the guy, and he had sent me the larger one and a smaller one or something like that. And then I ended up ordering, I think I have 3 or 4 M12s, and like I said, I have 3 of the smaller ones and for sure a larger one. This is a 5.0 and the smaller ones are 2.0, which in comparison, it's similar in size to the 4.0 original Milwaukee battery. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, someone can correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure a 4.0 battery goes for like 70 or 80 bucks, and a 5.0 battery would be like 80 or 90 bucks for one Milwaukee battery. I know you can get like deals when you buy this tool, you get an extra battery free, or you buy a set, it comes with a battery. But if you were to just go out and purchase extra batteries because you have the tools you want already, I think this particular battery would be like 70, 80 bucks. And this one, I want to say, cost me 30 bucks, 25, 30 bucks on Amazon at the time. And the smaller ones, I think, were selling for like $15 or $18 for one, or like $24 for 2. So that's what happened when I bought the second set. I bought, a pair of them, $24. If you're gonna spend $18 for one, you just soon spend $6 more for the second one. But for $24, I got both of these, $25, something like that. And I want to say if you try to buy a set with 2 of the 2.0 batteries, it'll probably run you 80 bucks as well, 75, 80 bucks, 100 bucks. I've never understood the actual pricing of these batteries, especially, like I said, since I bought these really cheap. But whatever it was like 18 bucks, 20 bucks for one, and 25 for two at that time, two and a half years ago. And the M12 batteries, which this one I painted on so no one steals it. I put paint all over everything. If you haven't noticed, you know, you just paint all over. Well, this was orange at one time, because when you go work in the shipyard, people like to steal your stuff. But anyway, so some of them I marked just so if someone would take them, I'd know. And then I don't know, some of them, I had so many at one point I didn't care. They could start stealing one or two and I'd be all right, because I have a few here, one on that charger and one here, and probably the other 5 or 6 M12 tools I have in my truck all have a battery on them. So, but anyway, so this is FLAGPOWER. This is Milwaukee. Let me get this other one. This one's a little newer looking, but so in general, there's not very much difference. It's very similar. One says Milwaukee, one says FLAGPOWER. If you open these up, it has 3 18650 battery cells in it, which is the same kind of battery that goes like into a vape or whatever, you know, you use them for cameras and different things, but it's just a little battery, and 3 of them. And if you open this one up, it's essentially the same thing. It may be a cheaper battery, but like I've said, it's 2.5 years in, and I've had absolutely no trouble with any of these batteries other than whatever one it is. This one right here, not showing the indicator. But as far as functionality and actually working and keeping a charge, I've had none of them that have failed to charge. I've had none of them that die quickly, you know, because when batteries get older, some of them start dying faster. But I've had no issues with anything. They all keep a charge. I've had this one right here, this 5.0, last longer than this 4.0, and whether or not that be because it's a 5.0 or because the batteries are different in it, I'm not sure, because they're about the same size. They have the same amount of batteries in them. I'll make another video and I'll open some batteries up, show you what's in a DeWalt battery, Milwaukee battery, and show you the comparison of what's inside of these 2 batteries. But inside of here, it's just small batteries, so it's just marked up, I guess, because it's the actual name brand. This battery does have these little rubber pieces which will protect it if it falls and whatnot. But I mean, I've got one of these somewhere right here. Yeah, this one, I use it to beat shit. You know, if I don't have a hammer in my hand, I'll go ahead and whack stuff with it, and I mean, it's taking a beating. Stickers peeling off. It's got chunks of plastic missing out of it, and you know, it's made no matter to it. It's just a plastic shell. So, like I've said, this brand was FLAGPOWER. They do not sell this brand anymore. The company, the guy from China, he I don't know, left the company, and someone else had it, and they started selling other things, and I think they went out of business, maybe because they were selling stuff so cheap. But there's 100 different companies that make replacement battery. If you go just on Amazon, eBay, go on Google and type in DeWalt 20-volt replacement battery, it'll come up with 10 different ones. I can't exactly give you, you know, information on all of them. If there's a particular one that 2 or 3, 4 or 5 of you guys come and say, hey, check out Billy Bob's batteries, you know, I'll go ahead and order them, and I'll try them out and, you know, let you guys know what I think of it. But this particular brand, this battery's held up. I imagine some of them are not so good and would poop out. I guess I just lucked out on that, but I just wanted to make this update video, like I said, showing you 2.5 years down the road that I've had no trouble with these batteries. And what I spent right here on them batteries, essentially maybe $100 would have been $400 in authentic batteries, which would have got me no better or different. And it's chargers as well. I've seen chargers for sale, but I have plenty of chargers. But I've seen the off-brand chargers for 15 bucks, 20 bucks, as opposed to like $50, $60 if you try to buy a charger. So I'm not sure if it's just a marketing scheme and they just try to take you for all your money, or if they think they're really using better products or what. I'm not sure, but for what I use them almost every day and beat on them, and I've had no difference. But I wanted to tell you guys, I do have this new Milwaukee original battery, and here's an older one that would have came with, you know, like this tube and cutter, or a silicone gun, or whatever. I have a bunch of different M12 tools, but this is just the 2.0 battery, and this is a CP 2.0, and like making a cut with, I have this little compact 3-inch cutoff tool, and making a cut on PVC and stuff, I might be able to cut like 4 cuts on a 3-inch PVC pipe with this battery, and I can cut like 10 with this battery. So I was definitely impressed with this CP 2.0, and I have not taken it apart, so whenever I do make that video with the others, well, I was gonna say I'd take the two apart and compare them, but now that looking at it, this one comes apart and you can pop the top, and this one does not. So might be like the Krabby Patty secret formula in there, but I'll check into it. I'll see if I can get this bottom off or what out. Well, it's got a screw right there. Check that out. No screw on the bottom of this one. There's a little security screw, which I have a bit for. So I'll go ahead and take this apart, see if I can get to the actual batteries, and I'll show you the difference between these two, compare them, and I'll actually put the off-brand batteries aside, and we can look at all 3 of them and see all that good stuff. But anyway, I think I've rambled on too long. Like I said, if you're holding off buying batteries because they're so expensive, look into, you know, different name brand batteries. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you cannot find these FLAGPOWER ones anymore, but I did see like 10 other brands, and I'll try to order, you know, 1 or 2 of those different brands here soon, and just pick up 1 battery of each or something and throw them in a lineup and let you guys know. And like I said, if there's anything that you particularly want to see, whether it be a battery or any kind of tool or whatever, just leave some in the comments, and I might be able to, you know, whenever I'm at Home Depot, pick something up and throw a video up on the channel. I also need to make an update video on the Milwaukee heated jacket, because I've had 2 of them crap out on me so far, and a few other things I need to get back to. The impact and drill set I've had for 3 years now, a little over 3 years, maybe 3.5. Still running, clips falling off. It's got Gorilla Glue on it and stuff, but this impact's still running for now. Appreciate you guys checking it out. If you haven't seen my giveaways, check out my giveaways. I've got one going on with 6 different things right now. In 6 days, I'll be ending that one. Somebody will win one of the 6 items, and I'll add something new. And soon I'd like to add like a full-size tool in, you know, like maybe a tube and cutter or a heat gun or a drill or something like that. I'd like to add a full-size whole tool in. You know, right now I just have some little $20 items, you know, some strippers for electrical wire and some different HVAC connections and ball valves. I got a couple hats, a Milwaukee hat, and some other things in there. But I'd like to get, you know, like a $100 item on there. You know, and it's up to whoever wins. I might have a $100 drill, and they might pick a $10 hat, $20 hat, you know. So whoever wins gets to pick what they want. But I appreciate you guys checking this video out. I'm gonna quit talking and get out of here, pick up all these damn batteries. Y'all take it easy, and see y'all on the next one.